I got to keep it a buck with you. In the dating market, I do not have sympathy for women that look like this. I'll tell you, like, I like we talking about Caucasian young. I'm talking about young Caucasian women, particularly you talking about 18 through 23, even some cases 16 through 23, right? In certain states. I do not feel bad for women that look like this because I live in the suburbs. I've been around Caucasian folks most of my life, even when I was in middle school with ninjas, right? The only time and pre-K, right? In daycare. Most of my time I've spent mostly around Caucasian people. And I'm telling you, it'll be chicks that look like this that get simped on heavy. Even though I would rate her because she, I don't even think she's a real blonde here, but women that look, I would say similar to this, their options are a lot higher than, say, the average BW, right? So if you see a woman that looks like this, right? Hold on for a second. If you see a woman that looks like this and she's single, it's her fault. And there's something to that. There's something to that. So let's listen to her, a woman like her, and she's gonna complain about her dating experience. Let's take a listen.
With the way my dating life is going right now, I feel like I'm gonna be single for a long time. Like a long time. I literally just cannot stand. I cannot stand these vanilla ass men. You're boring. You don't intrigue me. And at this point, I'm like losing faith in all men. I just feel like they all want one thing. And if that's what you want, I'm the wrong bitch. Go somewhere else. I cannot tell another man what I like to do on my free time. I can't do it. And I don't give my attention to anybody. And when I'm finally like, oh, like he's cute, like let me talk to him. You're boring. You suck. And I feel like from past experiences, I have the tendency to pick the shitty ones. So like I'm just gonna stay away. I'm done. I'm logging off. No more for Bella right now. And yeah, maybe I do get a little bit jealous when I see couples out in public. I'm like, damn, that looks nice. Haven't had that in a long time. When is it my turn? When is it my turn? At the end of the day, it's not my plan. So we're just chilling.
Let's do some research. What's her TikTok name? It says her TikTok name is Bella something. That's all the basic bitches always have that name. Bella, I'm trying to read this thing real quick. BBB YYYY. BBB YYYYY, whatever. So let's type that in as well. BBB YYYY. Okay, here we go. I think we found her TikTok. I don't know if her Instagram is the same. Let's see if she has the same Instagram. Oh no, that's somebody else. But we found her TikTok. Continue as guest, please. Whoa. What are we doing here? Okay, we got video. What? That's not her. Where's her? Okay, we found it. We finally found it. Here we go. Okay, this is her. I detect some mud shark though. I heard her say something earlier in the video, and I detect some mud sharkness in her things. There should be no reason why she's single. She, like a woman like that, if she's single, yeah, I detect some mud shark activity. I don't, because she had said something earlier where I heard it come out of her. I was like, my mud shark detector radar went off. But I guess this is her videos. Yeah, this is I already could tell this is a peak narcissist. I detect some mud sharkness though. I detect some of it. I detected a little bit. I don't know how. Let me go back to the video, and I'm gonna point once it comes up. I'll point it out again. But let's dissect this video one more time. Let's speed it up. Let's replay it.
With the way my dating life is going right now, I feel like I'm gonna be single for a long time. Like a long time. I literally just cannot stand. I cannot stand these vanilla ass men.
Well, like I said, I remember Zoe Williams was talking about this when he comes to relationships, and this is for men and women. He says relationships are a mirror, right? So you keep talking about vanilla ass men, but you're you. What does that make you? If the man, if you keep saying, "Oh, this is a vanilla ass man," that means you're a vanilla ass woman. Most women are boring people. And that's why I laugh when women complain about certain men being boring, because I haven't really met a woman yet that's really, I haven't met a woman that's like really, so that actually stands out mentally, where I could be like, okay, she's different than most. It's very few. And then when you're talking about particularly Caucasian women, there's not really much that separates one Caucasian woman to the next average Caucasian woman, like the average blonde Caucasian woman to the next average blonde Caucasian woman. The margin of differences is like finite. It's literally the margin of difference is like it's it's like clones. I know so many of these that I went to high school with. You know what I mean when I say that? You know, I like let's keep it real. I don't even think this is her. I don't think she's a natural blonde. I could be wrong, but I don't. It doesn't look like from here. It doesn't look like she's a natural blonde. So I already know women like that. And then second of all, she's pretty, but she's like pretty, right? She's like she's a cute chick. She's a cute chick, but what she's looking for, I don't know what she means for by boring, because unfortunately, I hope that her first boyfriends weren't criminals. So if you're dealing with a woman that's for her first boyfriends were like people that were always in ISS, right, in school suspension, her first boyfriends were dudes that was always in the principal's office, or dudes that was uh um always in trouble, dudes that was always getting caught by the police, right? Drug dealers, whatever. If those are her first experiences, she's always going to accuse her partners of being boring. Oh man,
You're boring. You don't intrigue me. And at this point, I'm like losing faith in all men.
and I will say this: yes, women love bad men. It's just those are facts. Like I will say, I'm telling you, people that know my life, when I was on the wrong path of doing things, I had more protection from women and I had more respect from women. When I was more of a kid that was going left of what I was supposed to be doing, when I tried to change myself and be quote unquote better, the less women that were really like willing to, you know what I mean, really put it out on the line for me. And and maybe things are different when I was younger than when I started getting older with age. But I'm telling you, the worst thing you can be to a woman is boring. You can be anything else, but do not be boring in her mind.
They all want one thing, and if that's what you want, I'm the wrong bitch. Go somewhere else.
Well, let me rewind that.
I just feel like they all want one thing, and if that's what you want, I'm the wrong bitch.
Oh, so she's been trying to go through. Also, you know, she's been trying Chad and Tyrone, and it hasn't been working. It hasn't been working. Now, women always complain about this. Men only want one thing, but what else do you have to offer? My hobbies are traveling. That's not a hobby. It's eating. Like eating is not a hobby. Like, what do you do? What else do you have to offer? What else do you have to offer? Most women, that's all you really have to. They think they offer. I like to read. I like to watch movies. Those are not. And they'll say that you're boring as a man, but you're literally looking at them. They have zero hobbies. Their only hobby is talking ish on the internet and their hair, what they're gonna do with their hair, and what else? Literally nothing else. Literally nothing else. They have nothing else to offer but their pussy, but be mad that men are only after that one thing, which is that's literally the only thing they have to offer.
Go somewhere else. I cannot tell another man what I like to do in my free time. I can't do it. And I don't give my attention to anybody. And when I'm finally like, oh, like he's cute, like let me talk to him. You're boring. You suck. And
See,
I feel like
this is where I detected the mud sharkness. You see, right here. I don't know who she's been hanging with, but this is where I detected some mud sharkness. That means she has had some Tyrone stuff. This is where I detect Pookie influences, or whoever she's listening to on the radio. You know what I mean? The Woe Vicky influence.
boring. You suck. And I feel
Right there, you see, that's this. Like once I hear, there's certain things that trigger me in terms of once I hear the accent of certain people, it reminds me of somebody I know in middle school. You know what I mean when I say, or somebody in high school, somebody in even elementary school. You'll be like, you're like, whoa. You'll hear somebody talk, so you'll be like, whoa, where are you from? Where are you from? You know what I mean? That's where I detected that mud sharkness. You know what I mean?
and I feel like from past experiences, I have the tendency to pick the shitty ones. So like I'm just gonna stay away. You
Hold on.
suck. And
Right
I feel
here.
like you're boring. You suck. You're boring. You're boring. You suck. And
Yeah,
I feel like from past
average white bitches don't even talk like that. They'll if they know they got that in them, they'll hide that because then it kind of exposes who they are a little bit.
experiences, I have the tendency to pick the shitty ones. So like I'm just gonna stay away. I'm done. I'm logging off. No more for Bella right now. And yeah,
Well, at least she is admitting that she has terrible taste in men. And like I said, most women at that age, the men that they choose outside of the jocks, outside of the chads, right? These people, they be like I said, they be choosing criminals though. You just be like, what? Why? Just why? You'll just be like, why?
do you get a little bit jealous when I see couples out in public? I'm like, damn, that looks nice. Haven't done that in a long time. When is it my turn? When is it my turn?
Yo, yeah, this is a mud shark, right there, right here. I don't know if you notice her facial, right there, right there, exactly, right there. This is a mud shark. She has, you know what probably her problem is. She thinks that she's probably one of those rare chicks where she thinks there's no consequences in terms of she thinks she could just be like, okay, I'm gonna date a white guy. Okay, I'm gonna date a black guy. Okay, I'm gonna go back to dating a white guy. Okay, I'm gonna go back to she thinks she can really just date different races without consequences of perceptions of who she is. You know what I mean? This is somebody that's kind of waffling in between. She don't know she should just be dating ninjas. She doesn't know she should just be dating white dudes. She's she doesn't know if I should be doing both or if I'm doing one race should I do another. This is a mud shark. I don't think yo. Right there. I didn't even notice that the first time. This is a mud shark. This is a mud shark.
When is it my turn? At the end of the day, when is it my turn? That looks nice. Haven't done that in a long time. When is it my turn? When is it my turn? At the end of the day, it's not my plan. So we're just chilling.
Yeah, she's just like, you know what? I'm gonna just be in these streets. She's just like, fuck it, I'm gonna just be in these streets. Let's look at some of the comments. Let's see if they picked up on some of the shit. Let me see if they picked up some of the shit. Men get burnt out with women real fast after a movie and sex. You're ready to go back to your own space. That's what I'll be saying. Like people don't understand. As a job, as a woman, you need to be keeping the man because especially after we've had sex, what else do you have to offer? So she's admitted that basically after giving up the punani, I have nothing else to offer because men just keep pumping and dumping her. Somebody said, and what does she do? And what does she offer that makes her so interesting? Yep. He said, somebody said, if you're a woman and you think men only want one thing, it's because every man you've ever met thought you were only good for one thing. Yeah. So I could tell like men will be intrigued by her a little bit and then she'll fold. She folds easy. She definitely folds easy. If she finds you attractive, she's not holding back from you. But what happens is she snitched on herself. She snitched on herself. She has nothing else to offer. There's a lot of women like that. They offer literally nothing else and then get shocked. And then they'll say men are only looking for one thing. I'm like, really? You couldn't find one dude to stay with you? I mean, if you couldn't find a dude to stay with you where we don't even know what kind of person you're dating, that means that's on you. I'm sorry. That's on you. He said, how does she look and sound like a single mom already? You see this tweet? I don't know if you can see it. Somebody said, how does she look and sound like a single mom already? That's she sounds like a single mom. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think she's a mud shark. But she already has the lingo. She just needs the Aiden. She's definitely gonna end up with the Aiden. Somebody says, I can tell she's mildly attractive, and she only dates guys that use her. Those are the only dudes that she's attracted. She's only attracted to dudes that be using her. Because she can find a regular dude, but she thinks this is what we gotta call. We gotta have a name for women that look like this. That is a what you call. Let's look at her profile again. This is what you call, because from, like I said, from 18 to 23 or 16 through 23, she's gonna look decent. She's gonna look fairly decent, but she thinks she's like, because I've seen 3s think that they're 10s. So we're gonna call her. What do we call her? The ones that are, she's like a 6, but she's really close to a 7. Like this is like a really we got to say like a conflicted 6-7. We got to call her a 67 or something, like where she's like on the verge of being a 7, but because of her skin, her race and her blonde hair, she's like confused, like, why am I not being treated like a queen? You know what I mean? So yeah, this is her. This is her. This is what you call a strong 6-7, a strong 6-7. And then with the makeup, you think it's higher. You know what I mean? But yep, that's like, she's very like, but she don't realize that she's very like, this is a very basic. This is a very basic 304, a very basic 304. No disrespect towards her, because she's not ugly. She's definitely not ugly, but this is a very basic 304.